Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth Adewale Oluyale and I film on life as a Nigerian living in Sweden. Welcome to my channel. Alright, let's get right into it, right? There's no need to shalaye too much. For those that are not Nigerians, there's no need to explain too much, right? So I'm going to be talking about getting a job in Sweden. You know, if you have been a regular, if you have been a regular on my channel, you know the fact that I'm very positive about Sweden, right? I talk about how nice the people are, how beautiful they are. Like if you've been on my channel, like you know that I have this positive vibe about Sweden, and that's the truth. I love this place, but I'm not going to. I feel like for every pro there's a con. Do you get? And I think for me one of the biggest cons about living in Sweden as an immigrant is getting a job. Yeah, getting a job is a big deal, right? Because the truth is, let me just break it down. If you're in the tech space, like if you're in the tech industry, maybe you're a back-end engineer, front engineer, that you're basically like a software engineer, you're sort of safe, right? Getting a job is easier than any other field. For other fields outside the tech industry, it's kind of not easy. I don't want to say difficult, but I just want to say not easy. Because first things first, Sweden is not a country that has English as its official language. So if you're an English speaking immigrant or any other kind of language at all, basically, you're going to find it a bit not easy to get a job, because most jobs, let me not even say most jobs, let me try and put it mildly, many jobs that you will do in Sweden, many jobs that you will do in other places that of course maybe speak your language, when you come here you'll be required to be able to speak the language before you can do those jobs. Whether you are a professional in your home country, you come here, see, like just go on LinkedIn and check for it. Maybe you're searching for a job and stuff like that, maybe in your field, and the next thing is maybe you meet all the requirements and everything, and you're seeing the last part of it, you're saying must be able to speak Swedish and English fluently. So it's a big deal. It's a very big deal here. Many jobs require you to be able to speak Swedish before you can get them. So that is a big I don't know what is it called now, a big issue for many immigrants that are here getting a job. And again, for this society, from what I've heard, what I've read, like networking is super important. It's not just this, like they would rather, like employment here is like if someone referred you, you have higher chances of getting the job than you just applied online and stuff like that. So these are the kind of things that you need to be aware of when you are here, or when you're coming here, or when you intend to come here. So getting a job is not so easy because of that language requirement. And you know, for an adult who, there are people that pick up language quite easily, but I think for many people it's not so. For a language that you don't know anything about, you've never really, like maybe before you came, you've never even heard a word of Swedish. So it's not so simple. It's not like in 6 months you have learned the language and you can speak and you can understand and you can write and you can read. It doesn't work like that for many people. Despite the school is there, the language school is there for immigrants, they go to school and stuff like that, it still takes quite some time to learn the language, to be fluent in it, to be able to converse in it in a job space, in a workspace. So it's going to take time. Are there jobs? Yes, there are jobs, but that language requirement is a very big quote and unquote disadvantage for people that are immigrants. So if you're coming to Sweden, have that in your mind. If you're not a techie, if you're not a tech bro or tech sis, have that in your mind. However, the bright side of it is that there are international companies in Sweden where the official language in the workspace is English. They don't really need you to speak Swedish and all that. But because of course the number of people that want those companies, there are many. You get, because you're not the only immigrant in Sweden, right? Because there are many, the competition is even tougher to even like get into those international companies that don't mind you speaking English. Do you get? So it's a very competitive market here for immigrants who don't speak Swedish. It's very, very competitive. So that's something that you must have in mind when you're coming here. You must have a game plan. I'm not saying that you must know it all, but you must have an idea of how the society you are coming to works. So that you don't come and you are shocked, like, eh? Is that how they do here? So it's very important, right? That job is very important, because if you don't have a job, how are you going to survive? And again, for people that come for masters and come for study, they also have their challenges. First things first, if you're coming for masters, it's pretty expensive. It's very expensive, except of course you are on a scholarship, which that would be amazing, right? But if you are sponsoring yourself or someone is sponsoring, it's pretty expensive. It runs into, for my Nigerian audience, it runs into millions of naira, and for other people, thousands of dollars, right? Just to have a master's degree. Then after you are done, you are given 1 year to get a job, else you are leaving the country. And if you look at it, you're done with your master's, 1 year to get a job, and many of the jobs are asking that you be able to speak Swedish and like speak and write Swedish fluently and stuff like that. How are you going to manage? These are the issues that you need to consider. Is Sweden a beautiful place? Absolutely. Like when you come here, like if everything is in place and you come here, you enjoy this place. No lie, no jokes. Like it is really a beautiful place. I love it here. But you need to be aware of this sort of things, because I don't know how it would feel if you spend so much to come to school, then like maybe within that year you're not able to get a job and stuff like that. So that it's going to be very difficult, right? Am I saying people don't get jobs? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that these are the challenges. Of course, in terms of challenges and everything, people also like break through, right? But these are the prevailing challenges. Like for students, after your studies, you have 1 year to get a job, and not just any job. You have 1 year to get a job that can sponsor your work stay. That's your work permit. You also have to get a job because right now, I don't know when they increased it, but you have to earn a certain amount to be able to stay. If, for example, you are a student and after school you are looking for a job, you have to earn a certain amount for you to even qualify to say you are looking for, like, they would want to give you work permit. I think it's about 27,000 crowns. You have to get a job that will pay you up to 27,000 crowns before you can even think of getting a work permit here. That's if your stay here is dependent on what's it called now, on student visa or student permit and all that. But if your stay here is maybe spousal dependent and all that, the job doesn't have to be 27,000 because you already have a work permit, right? So these are the things that you need to consider before coming here. If you're here for the first time, kindly watch some of my videos concerning life in Sweden, the beauty of Sweden and everything, so that you make a balanced view. Sweden is a beautiful place in terms of the country itself, the values, they value family, their what's it called now, parental leave and everything. They pay you even while you're on parental leave. They pay you a percentage of your salary even while you're on parental leave and all that stuff. So there are benefits of being here, especially when you want to raise a family. It's very beneficial. However, there's also this flip side of like getting a job, how not so easy it can be. So it's left to you. And if you can surmount these challenges, it's going to be like a beautiful stay for you. Of course, the weather is cold, but it's not as cold as Canada, so you can manage. You can survive the dark nights, the dark winters, and all that stuff. So you can manage, right? But these are the things that you need to know before coming. Yeah, and these are it, but there are things that are in place for people to like try to like get jobs and all that. There's what they call Arbetsförmedlingen. It's like let's say an agency where they help internationals and like immigrants to like get internship placement and all that. Well, of course, that is also very competitive, and getting internship placement doesn't guarantee that they are going to employ you full time. It just gives you an avenue to like experience the Swedish job market, which is also good if you can get that. I think it's for each placement is it's 4 months. If you get into it, you get into it for 4 months, like at least just to experience the Swedish job market, which is cool, right? So that's that. Then I know someone will be like, it's not only white collar jobs that are in Sweden now. Maybe they don't do all those other stuff. True, it's not only white collar jobs, there are other jobs. But like I said earlier, the language barrier is also a problem, even for the smaller jobs. I think it's even worse for the smaller jobs, if I'm not mistaken. Like when I mean smaller jobs now, I'm talking about the blue collar jobs, because those ones have a greater tendency for you to interact with people. And of course, you are in Sweden, you are going to be interacting more with Swedes. So you have to be able to speak the language, you have to communicate in their language, right? So those ones are even kind of like, I think the language, those ones also require you to learn the language. Like even the blue collar jobs, right? So the language is a thing. But if you can wait it through, learn the language, get a job, it's a fantastic place for you to be. So yeah, so if you still want to come to Sweden, trust me, you're going to enjoy it, you're going to love it here, the people are nice and everything, but just bear in mind that, okay, this one day sha. Alright, I think enough said. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below what you think about it. Yeah, until I come your way next time. Bye bye.